Welcome, Voices of Strength, and welcome to our channel, Beyond the Shadows, Recovery After the Abuse. Today we will be talking about trauma bonding, but before we start there, I'm going to tell you some stories about me, give you a story real quick, and then we'll jump into trauma bonding and give you the definition of trauma bonding. And by the time this show is over, you will figure out if you are being trauma bond or you're in a trauma bonding relationship with a narcissist or, however, but you'll figure it out and you'll get out of it, okay? So I was in this relationship, right? Yeah, we was all in those type of relationships, some type of relationship, okay? So I was in this relationship with this guy, right? And I would go to work, and soon as I get off, he's on the phone. Hey, where you at? I said, I'm in the parking lot. He say, oh, okay. And then he'll get off the phone. He go, where you at? I say, I'm at the stoplight. I just left. You just talked to me. And then he's like, well, I'll just talk to you all the way till you get home, right? So he did that crazy stuff. It's funny now. It wasn't funny then. Okay, so it was like everywhere I went, it was like he called me or he talked to me the whole time. If he knew I was at work at 8 o'clock, he called me. You made it to work yet? You there? You inside? You inside now? Okay, all right. And then when it's time to clock out, you out there? You in the car now? You on your way home now? Yes, I'm on my way home now. So one day I decided I'm going to stop and I'm going to get some steaks and we're going to have a really nice day and everything. So I stop at the grocery store and I get some steaks and some some potatoes to bake and get a real nice meal and everything. So I get out into the parking lot and he is on the phone and he is screaming. He is screaming and hollering. And I mean, you could just see him like this. Even though he's not in my face, I could see what he's doing. He's just screaming and hollering. He's like, where you at? I know you out there with some nigga. I know you doing this. I know you doing that. And I stopped in the parking lot. I started to sling them steaks across the parking lot. But no, I did not do that because I wanted to eat the steaks. I didn't care, One thing about me, I won't stay in a relationship that's like that. But I'm still going to tell you my stories. I have been in certain relationships, but I will not stay in those relationships. Okay? So once I figure out you nutted in the fruitcake or something's wrong with you, something that can't be fixed. Now, I did try with this guy. So anyway, he screamed and he hollered and screamed and hollered. So I told him, I said, do you know, I'm here at Giant Eagle. I said, I came in here to get some steaks and some potatoes so we can have a really nice meal today. I thought I would do something really nice for us. But since you want to act like that, you cook your own steak. You do whatever you want to do and get off my phone, And he called back, I'm sorry. I just thought you was, doing something. I'm sorry. But I wasn't trying to hear that. So anyway, that went on. So whenever I get off work and I say, well, I gotta go to, I make cakes and all kind of stuff like that. So I may say I gotta go to Dean's and get me some supplies. He jumped right in the car with me. Wherever I go, if I'm not at work, he's in that car with me. Everywhere I go. That is not a healthy relationship because that shows that he don't trust me. I would get home before him and I would say, well, I'm getting ready to go to, Dean's or somewhere to get some supplies or something like that. Well, I'll be off in a minute. Just wait on me. And, at first I'm like, okay, I'll wait on you and I'll wait on him. And everywhere I would go, he was right there. I don't care if I was going shopping. He was right there. And he loves shopping. I hate shopping, but he loved it. So that was some of the things that he'd do. It's like constantly, I'm at the job, I'm at the store, I'm at the light, I'm at the this, I'm at that, I'm home, I'm pulling in the driveway, I'm inside now. That piece of hair. Yeah, I'm inside the house now. This constantly. Like, I have to prove myself to him. I have to prove that I'm not cheating. I have to prove that I'm where I say I am. I have to do all this type of stuff. So that's not good. And then another thing he would do is he would try to make himself look like he's a really good person around my family, and try to make me look bad. Like when I'm not there, he'll say, oh, your sister this and your sister that, and oh, she does this and she does that, to try to make himself look good. So if I ever go try to leave him, it'll look like it's me, the bad person, instead of him. But it didn't work out too well for him, because I did leave him, and my family did find out, because I just don't tell everybody everything to go on. So when finally I started hearing what he was saying, I was like, wait a minute, no. And then I started telling stuff that I never told before. Like, oh no, he's not like this, he's this, he's that, and the other. And they knew I wasn't about to lie about anything. So they believed me and everything. And so when he came back with that mess again, it was like, brother, keep it moving. So those are just some of the things that he did. My phone gonna ring right through my recording. Okay, let's see. So trauma bonding, it's an unhealthy, toxic relationship. It is very unhealthy, and it is something you need to recognize and something you need to get out of. So trauma bonding, they'll try to control you. They'll try to, like, you need to ask them for permission to go anywhere, to do anything. Make sure it's okay with them. If you didn't ask them, it's not okay. If you didn't ask them, or if you didn't, whatever, it's not okay. So that's a toxic relationship. It's stages, of this abuse. It's like the honeymoon. It's like the abuse state first. They abuse you. And then it's like the honeymoon. Oh, baby, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I won't do that no more. I'm just please forgive me. And then you confused now. Do he love me? He's beating me, but he say he loved me, and he's apologizing, and it feel like the honeymoon state because he's whining and downing you now that he done beat the stew out of you and everything. That didn't happen to me, but all the other tactics was happening. And I got out of it. And in the anger, they'll have this type of anger where their eyes turn red. Now this guy, his eyes turn red and different things. He looked like a bull. I mean, he just looked like crazy. And I'm looking at this fool like, what is wrong with you? He had that jealousy. He just had that real bad jealousy. And his eyes would turn red, and he would get really, really angry. And that's another sign. They get real angry all the time. But they'll make you feel sorry for them. They'll apologize. They'll say, and this is one thing he used to always say, I caught my mother cheating, and she was cheating, so I just thought every woman would cheat. And then he would go, well, all my girlfriends, all of them cheated on me and everything. And I kept telling him, look, I'm not your mother, and I'm not your other girlfriend, so don't bring that here to me. And he would. So we tried counseling and everything, and the counselor say, no, you sick, you need some help. This was at church. It's like, you need more help than just a pastor. You need a psychiatrist. So they brought in a psychiatrist, and so the psychiatrist was talking to him, and he was like, why are you putting all that on her when she had nothing to do with that? He said, have she ever cheated on you? He was like, no. Have she ever done any of the things that these other women did or that your mother done? He was like, no. He was like, you're going to lose her. He said, I'm telling you right now, you're going to lose her. Because he seen that I was no nonsense, but I was willing to give it a try if he was willing to get the help, which he was willing to get the help, but he needed shock treatment. He needed something put on his head like whoosh, and fix him, because that wasn't working. So he would still tell me about these girls and think that I'm cheating and everything. If I'm in a relationship, I'm in a relationship. I'm in it until you start doing stupid, crazy stuff, and then I'm out of it. I'm just not going to deal with it. So it's more things to that person that I have to tell you, but I'm gonna keep going and telling you some of these trauma bonding things, and then I'll come back in every time I hit on something that he did. Okay. So so you'll start getting the feeling of hope, like, okay, well, maybe this will work. And I did that. I remember that. Because we was having bad times, good times, bad times, good times, but we had good times. They were so good, and we was laughing, and we was having a good time, and it was so good. And I go, well, yeah, maybe this will work. Maybe this will work. Because he was a good guy. He was a good guy besides all of this other craziness, this mental whatever, all of this stuff that was going on in his head. The narcissist, the trauma bonding, the everything. It was just, it was just too much. It was just too much. But yeah, you get that feeling like, okay, well, maybe this will work. We've been happy for, a month or two or something like that. Oh yeah, this will really work. Now let me go back and tell you about this. We were together one day, and we were out shopping, and we were having a good time. I mean, we laughing, we shopping, we having a wonderful time. So we in the parking lot going to one of the stores. And so I run into, at this time, it was a lady friend. And I'm like, hey, she called me. She was like, hey, Sonia. I'm like, hey, how you doing? So I walk over to the car, and I'm talking to her and everything. So I come back over to him. Who was that? I say, that's a friend of mine. Where you know her from? I said, well, through her brother. Oh, was she telling you about him and different? I mean, the whole day was shot. The whole day was shot because I seen a friend that I talked to and I hugged her, but the whole day was shot just because I seen somebody. I don't know. It was just like that. Now, there was another time, and I'm a huggy type of person. If I see you, I hug you. Even if I don't know you and you introduce me to your mom or your dad or something like that, I'm going to give them a hug. That's just me. So I had seen a guy one time. He was like, hey, Sonia, how you doing? How you been? And I'm like, okay. I'm like, this is so-and-so, and this is so-and-so, like that. And we, kind of conversating for a second. I'm like, okay, see you later. Who was that? Your boyfriend? I'm like, really? So the whole day was shot again. And things like that would just constantly happen. We could be having a good time, but I don't care if it's male or female. He had that jealousy problem. Okay, like now I was telling you before that I do cakes, right? So my ex-husband family ordered a cake, and they always ordering cakes. This is a whole lot of them. So they ordered a cake, so I went and took the cake over there. And so I'm over there, and he called me. He go, where are you? I said, I'm at my sister-in-law's house, my ex-sister-in-law's house. And, oh, you over there with your husband? I'm like, no, I said I'm over at my sister-in-law's house, my ex-sister-in-law's house. My ex-husband is not here. Oh, he was just too outdone. He's screaming and hollering on the phone. He's screaming and hollering, get home and all this and that. I ain't paying him no attention. So I get finished. We doing the cake and everything. And all these is my little nieces and nephews and just because I'm not married in that family anymore, they still my family. And we are very, very close to this day. So I went on and I went back home, and he just didn't want to speak to me. He was doing that stonewalling type stuff. He didn't want to speak to me, and he didn't want to say nothing because I was out there and, with that side of the family and different things. So it's just crazy. It's crazy what they do and how they try to manipulate you and try to mess up your head when there's something wrong with their head. Okay. So yeah, it's just some crazy stuff. So that's a toxic relationship. That was a toxic relationship that I was in. But I left that relationship, and we okay, we cool and everything. But no, he still has that. I know his girlfriend and everything. He still has that anger. He still has that jealousy. He hasn't changed. He needs to be fixed, and he can't fix himself. He always say, "Oh, I'm not that type of person no more. I'm not jealous no more. It's not worth it. It's not worth it." Whatever. That's just like a person that drink all day long say, oh, I don't drink no more, I just drink a little bit. Okay. So So sometimes you stay in those relationships, you trauma bond, you stay in those relationships because, somebody is willing to be with you. Maybe it's been a while that you was with somebody and they decided, okay, this person really liked me, they sticking with me regardless and different things like that. Or you stay in a relationship for the children. And you feel like, oh, I can't leave. I got to go through this because of the children, or I'll lose my income. Who will take care of me? And so you stay in that relationship, and that's not good. That's not good. Get out there and make your hustle. Do your hustle. Do whatever. Don't stay in no relationship for no money, because money is everywhere. Money is everywhere. And don't stay in no relationship for the children, because you damage the children when you stay in an abusive relationship. And they grow up and they see it and they live like that, and they let men abuse them, or the boy may become the abuser, and the girl may become trauma bond with the guy that she meets. So you don't want that. So get out of there. Okay. A lot of times they minimize their wrongs when they beat you or something like that. My father had an anger problem, and it rubbed off on me, and I watched him beat my mom, and it just got in me, and I'm sorry. It's just in me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I never wanted to be like him. I hated the way he hit my mom, and I hated it, and and I'm sorry, and I love you, and please forgive me. And then there you go. You patting him on the back. It's okay, baby. While your eyes black, nose is bloody, but he's holding on to you, crying for dear life, like he's actually hurt, and you're the one that's hurt. Okay, we gotta get out of that. Yeah. So they give you a false truth. They act like they're telling you the truth, all these stories. But the father probably never beat the mother. And if you talk to the family, you'll find out that he's just nutty in the fruitcake. Father ain't did nothing. Mother ain't did nothing. He's just making excuses to why he did what he did. Or you need to just act right. You need to do what I say and how I say it. You need to let me know what I need to know. You listen to me and me only. And you stay away from your side of the family. You just stay on my side of the family. They just want to isolate you from your family and your friends and everybody. And like I used to tell the guy that I'm telling you about, I said I had friends before I met you, and I had family before I met you, and you're not gonna never stop me from speaking to my friends or my family. Now, he never tried to take me away from my family, but believe me, when I was with them, he was right there. He was right there. But far as my friends, oh man, it was something. Oh, so here's another story. One day I had a party at my house, and my ex lived around the corner, and he would ride past, and he knew who my ex was. He would ride past, waving at the family, at my family, because he's real close with my family. So this dude got so mad. He got so mad, he was screaming and hollering and acting a fool, and he picked up a golf club. And he was screaming. I'm like, what you gonna do with that golf club? And all my family is there. So he got a death wish if he hit me with that golf club. So anyway, he's just screaming and he's hitting the golf club and stuff. And his daughter is like, Dad, what is wrong with you? And I was actually inside helping her do something when he came in doing that stuff. And so he was like, yeah, he keep riding past and this and that and, going through all that stuff. So I go outside and I ask everybody what's going on. They said he rolled past one time and that sent him there. So, anything could send them there. They have this anger inside of them. The narcissist, along with all the other things that they have going on inside of them, they're explosive. Okay. I just told you they do the control tactics and isolation. Yeah. And a lot of times you'll stay with them in that bonding, what keeps you bonded to them is that you're afraid. You have fear of, leaving the relationship because, you finally in a relationship that somebody want to stay in regardless of the ups and downs. They act like they love you beyond loving you. But you done been in relationships and they fail and everything, and you finally in one that look like it's gonna last, so you stay in it. Get out. Don't do that. Get out. There's always somebody. God got somebody for everybody. So just get out. And then another reason is fear. Fear. You stay in the relationship for fear of what might happen if you try to leave that relationship, or fear of trying to make it on your own, fear of how you're going to raise these children, or what's going to happen. So that fear keeps you there. Guilt and shame. Guilt and shame. You shamed of another failed relationship. You shamed of, you feel guilty for leaving this relationship. You feel shame because people going, you can't keep no man, or you in this relationship. You know what? People have said that to me. And I told them, I don't care. You stay in the relationship you in, which is crappy, and you mind your business, because I'm not staying in nothing that's unhealthy for me. Whether it's marriage, whether it's a boyfriend, whether it's a friendship, I'm just not staying in no relationship, because that mental stuff that is just awful. You're constantly thinking, they gaslighting you, and you constantly scratching your head like, what? Huh? What did I do? And you don't want that. You don't want no confusion. You don't want no type of confusion in your life. Okay? So sometimes you stay in it because it feels like love. It feels like love because he wine and dine you. He buy you everything. He do everything for you. He rub your feet. He scratch your scalp. He braid your hair. He wash your back. It feel like love. He cater to you in bed just the way you want him to cater to you. This is love. This is love. And then a day or two after all that catering and all that love, he's beating the stew out of you. And then he's crying again. And then you're patting him up again while you're hurt. That's not good. That is not good. Get out. Get out. Get him some help. If you're going to stay in a relationship, make him get some help. Because one of them blows that he put on you is going to damage you for life. He could put your eye out and you can't get your sight back. He could take your hearing from you, which you'll never get back. So you have to love yourself more. Love yourself more. And then when he puts your eye out, guess what he gonna say? You gotta stay with me now, because don't nobody want no one-eyed woman. So then he manipulates you, mess you up, lower your self-esteem, and make you feel like don't nobody want you but him with that one eye. Or you got a big scar on your lip, across your lip, because he done busted so many times that you got these marks all over your lip. So, and then he'll tell you, don't nobody want you with your scarred up face, one eye, can't hear out the other ear, limping probably because he done stomped your knee or your foot. Don't let nobody jack you up. Don't let nobody take your youth. And if you are older, you still deserve better. It's not a healthy relationship. Any kind of abuse. Don't want you to have no friends, no family. Gaslighting, isolation. All of that is signs. Get out. Get out and get some help. And get some help. Okay. Definition of trauma bonding. I was telling you all about different relationships. The one relationship. Because every time I come back, I'm going to tell y'all about a relationship that I done went through. Because everybody goes through. Don't listen to this and feel like you are the only person that this happened to. This is why I tell my stories when I come on here. I tell my child abuse story. I tell stories about the relationships that I've had, and I laugh about them because it's funny now. But I didn't get, beat up from any of the guys. I got jacked up from my child abuse really, 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 really bad. Really bad. And that's why I refuse to let anybody else put their hands on me, because of the abuse that I took when I was a little girl. And I don't ever want to feel that again. Okay. So trauma bonding. It's a psychological response where the victim develops a strong emotional attachment to the abuser, often due to cycles of abuse. Reconciliation. Common signs are feeling unable to leave the relationship despite ongoing harm and experiencing intense feelings for the abuser. Okay, and I was telling you the cycles. I gave you guys the cycles. Okay. Yeah. So just back the let's see. The cycles is the abuse state, the honeymoon state, love bonding, confused state. So when you go through all of those different things, all of this stuff I just told you, right now, I could go on for another hour, but right now in this maybe half an hour, 20 minutes that we've been talking, right now if you are in that relationship. If you are hanging on to somebody that's beating you, that's treating you wrong, that's isolating you, that's hurting you, that's making you bow down to them like they are your master. The only master you got is God. Okay? That is it. And that's the only person you should be bowing down to. And if you got to get permission to do any and everything, you don't want that. You're not a kid anymore. You are a grown woman. You are a grown woman. You come and go as you please. Be respectable. I'm not saying be disrespectful. I'm saying every time you make a move, you should not have to tell, oh, can I wear this blue shirt? Can I wear this wig? Can I wear these glasses? Can I wear this ring? Or he come in and say, I don't like that shirt. Change it. Okay, change the shirt if you're gonna get beat up. Change the shirt. Just go and change the shirt. But get out the relationship. If somebody is constantly telling you to change your shirt, change your pants, change your glasses, change your mind, get out of the relationship. Get out. Get out or get some help. You need help. If you're staying in it, you need help because it's messing up your mind. I promise you it's messing you up. Mentally, it's messing you up. Physically, busting your lips and doing all that stuff, it's messing you up. So you're going to need some help. He needs help. Okay, so get help. Get help and get out. If you're going to stay in the relationship, both of y'all need to get help. And you need to get help until it is fixed. Until they have control over what he's doing. That they teach him about what he's doing and the things that's not acceptable. And then they teach you to stop tolerating things that's not acceptable. Okay? So get out. I'm not going to be on here long with you guys. Let me see. I just wanted to give you a few affirmations before I get off here. And I will see you guys next week, and we'll continue about another one of my relationships, the drama, the different things that I was in, did not tolerate, and got out. I have my sisters, they both, well, all three of them were married, and they stayed in their relationships no matter what. I mean, I'm not saying they had bad relationships or anything, but me, I'm the one that, no, you what? You said what? Bye, get out, go, see you later. And I would never live with a man. Either you come stay with me or that's it. That's it. I will not move me and my children to no man's house for you to put me out. So I'll do the putting out. You get out. You know. So I had relationships. I didn't have a lot of men living with me, but the ones that I did have, I think it was 3 guys out of my whole time coming up living with me, and all 3 of them had to go. Adios amigos, including my husband. He had to go too. But he was hilarious. He was hilarious, yeah. So me and him, we are still best friends to this day. Yes. Okay, so I am worthy of love and respect. Can you say that? I'm like your teacher. I am worthy of love and respect. Okay. I deserve to be treated with kindness and compassion. Come on, ladies. You deserve it. You deserve it. Let's see. Let's see. Cups up. You deserve it. If you got your little wine there, take a sip. Okay? You deserve it. Okay? If you walked out, you deserve it. You deserve kindness. You deserve everything. My feelings are valid, and I have the right to express them. Remember that. Read it again. My feelings are valid. My feelings are valid, and I have the right to express them. 4, I am strong enough to overcome any challenge. I am not defined by my past. Okay? Nope. I don't care what I did. I'm not defined by it. You know, because I'm a new creation. Yes. Christ saved me, so I'm not defined about. Nope. Okay. I am not defined by my past. I am building a brighter future. I choose to surround myself with positivity and support. Okay, so those are the people you want. People that's going to uplift you. People that's going to encourage you. People that's not going to harm you. People who are not going to call you out your name. People that you are not afraid of. People that you can laugh around, that you can joke with, and don't be afraid that you'll get hit in the face because of that joke. You know, you want to be around good people like me. Good people. Okay? You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. And that was by A.A. Milne. Yes. So, yes. Come on. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. Okay. So I'm going to end right here. Ladies, make sure you get my book, God, What About Me? You can find it on Amazon. Just go to Amazon and type in Sonja, Sonja Morton, P. Morton, Morton. So that's Sonja P. Morton, Sonja. P is for Princess. That's my middle name. Morton, Morton. And that'll bring up the book, God, What About Me? Read that book, order that book, listen to it online. You can listen to a sample of the book. And on one of my YouTube videos, I do a whole chapter of one of the stories in the book. You should listen to it. It's really, really good. And once you listen to it, I guarantee you're going to get the book. Okay, and the book is not expensive. It's not expensive at all. And so, ladies, I'm going to let you go, but I just want to let you know, like, if you're in a relationship and you need to get out and it's a money concern, it's a money thing, I can show you how to make money, okay? That you will not be homeless, that you will not be broke, that you can still buy the baby some milk, you can still survive, okay? I am a #1 hustler, okay? So I find ways to make money. I make a job, I create a job, I do it all, okay? So it's been plenty, I don't like working for people, but it's been plenty of times when I have worked with people and they downsize and different things has happened, and I come out of there and I'm doing my thing and I'm making more money than I was on the job, okay? So don't let that hold you back. If you need any kind of help, reach out to me, SM, this is my email, sm46553212@gmail.com. Reach out to me if you need any kind of help, support, anything. Reach out to me. And I have I have cheat sheets. I have toolboxes which tell you all the different things that you need to make it through a day. You can reach in that toolbox and get an affirmation out. You can reach in that toolbox and figure out what's the next step. How do I get out of here? You can reach in that toolbox for anything. So I have a toolbox for you. I have the I have the cheat sheet for you. I have courses for you. I have the book for you. My movie, The Vine. Check it out. It's on one of the YouTube videos. You'll see the preview of my movie, The Vine. And then my movie, I Don't Have a Problem. That one too. It's not, the preview is not on there yet. So check it out. And I love you guys. And I will see you next week. Have a blessed day.